Eye on You. I'm your host, Tina Hunt, and we will be continuing our debate today on illegal immigration. Oh boy, that last show, where you got some good debate going on, huh? That was totally awesome. Okay, let me go ahead and introduce our host facilitator, Dr. Antonio Brown. Dr. Brown holds a PhD from the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor.
That's right.
Okay, he has taught at Loyola Marymount University, USC, UCLA, and Stanford University.
Yes.
Welcome, Doctor.
Thank you very
All
much,
right.
Tina.
Why don't you go ahead and introduce us to your panel?
And on our right today, we have Mel Flynn.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I am Mel Flynn. I'm an actress producer, and I also am the president of the Hollywood Congress of Republicans. Yes, there are some Republicans in that
Hollywood.
table.
And who do you have with you?
This is John Goya. John?
Hi, my name is John Goya, and I'm the treasurer for the Los Angeles County Republican Party. I also am the COO for West Ocean MD, and I also an advisory board for Endless One Global. It's a World Bank organization.
And coming to us from the left is...
Hi, my name is Hector Serrano. I was the Los Angeles Harbor Planning Commission. I was appointed by the mayor of LA, Eric Garcetti, and I was a candidate for the California State Senate, District 35.
And who do you have with you today?
Today on my left, I have Luis Nolasco. Luis.
Yeah, I'm Luis Nolasco. I work for the ACLU of Southern California. I'm the community engagement and policy advocate. And previously, I worked for the Justice for Immigrants Coalition of Inland Southern California, where a lot of my work focused on disentangling local law enforcement and immigration.
Awesome. Welcome, guys. Welcome. And we have today our host moderator, Mayor Jeffrey Bennett. Mayor Bennett was the mayor of Corona, California for 3 terms, and he also was an anchor for CNN Headline News. Welcome, Mayor Bennett.
Thanks, Tina.
All right. Okay, Dr. Brown, I think they're ready to go. Let's get this debate started.
Let's go.
All right.
And we'll start off by hearing from Mayor Bennett. What's our question today?
What are the solutions to illegal immigration in America today?
Great. And we're going to start today, I think, on our right with John. What do you have to say on that topic?
This is a very difficult topic. As we've said before, I think our system is broken because our laws aren't being followed. That's number one. I think we did pass through the Senate an immigration bill, but it was incomplete. It didn't have anything to do with all the people that are breaking the laws with the visas. So I think we need to go back. We need to fix the visa problem. We need and must close our borders. And I want to remind everyone that the lady in the harbor is Lady Liberty, not Lady Welfare. And if we don't stop the welfare that we're doing with all the immigrants coming in, it's not going to stop. We're not a welfare nation, people. We are a nation of freedom, and that's what we need to go back to.
And Luis, how you'll start us off from the left today?
Yeah, so I mean, I also agree that we need to change our immigration reform, but contrary, I don't think we need a stronger border enforcement. I think already what we have is a lot of issues with privacy regarding Border Patrol, the drones issues, constant abuse by Border Patrol. There's no oversight system for them. We have one of the local largest law enforcement agencies in the country that doesn't have any checks and balances. So I think we need to take that into consideration with any immigration reform as well. And on the issue of welfare, I mean, even if you were to say that they're taking it, they're contributing it a lot. They pay income taxes, they pay housing taxes, and they pay. And a lot of immigrants do pay, to their IRS. They get an ITIN number, which through that number you can file your taxes and contribute back to the economy. So in many ways, immigrants are contributing to the economy. So even if they were to get access to welfare, they're still they're putting in a lot anyways.
But we're not talking about the immigrants. The immigrants that get the TIN numbers, I think it's fantastic. I think the youth that have been brought here, that not through their own fault, I think they should get TIN numbers, and we should find a way to legalize them all. But we've got to stop the welfare that does exist today. And we can't turn a blind eye to that, because we do have a lot of welfare for illegals. We are doing things that no other nation does, and we don't know who's in our country. Nobody loves us around the world because they're envious of us. So we have to protect our borders. And I'm not so concerned with the people south of the border. I'm also concerned with people north of the border and people that are coming in that want to hurt us. And it's there, it's happening. And we have to protect our own first. We live in California. Central LA is a disaster. Why don't we help our people? Why don't we help our people in Washington?
What's
Why don't
your
we help our people
response
in
to
Oregon?
that, Luis?
Yeah, I mean, I think you don't have to do one or the other. I
Yeah,
think
you do.
there's very good solutions that you can achieve both, right? Taking into consideration, like, we still got to treat immigrants as humans, right? It doesn't.
We're not talking about immigrants. We treat immigrants as humans all the time.
Okay, well, like I'm saying, we could do both, right? There's not just a very polarizing idea of like either we help U.S. native
Well, how
folks
do we
or
do both, Luis? Tell us. How do you do both?
Well, I mean, that's like a complex, question that we need to take into consideration. Coming to like it was before, a bipartisan bill that takes into consideration the right side and also the left side, and coming to a middle ground of how we can achieve this, right? I mean, I don't.
We have 100,000 applications in Mexico City that cannot be processed because of all the illegal immigrants a year, 100,000 a year that cannot be processed because of all the illegal immigrants that we're getting into the country. And I'm not blaming Mexico or Central America, I'm blaming all the illegal immigrants that we're allowing into the country. We have 93,000 Americans without jobs. We
Let's
need to
open this
protect
up.
our
I
own.
see Mel's itching to get in here. Come on.
No, you know, he's right. There's 47 million Americans on food stamps. We have 50 million Americans in poverty. So we have to help our own first. Yes, we'd love to help the world, but we can't do it. How can we do it?
Well, they need to help out the immigrants because when they come here to this country, they don't know how the system operates. They don't know what resources to use or help them with their language or food or
But why is
anything.
that our problem, though? See, interpreters, that's the other thing that we have to pay for. Taxpayers pay for interpreters for these people.
Well, they have to learn the system, how it operates, because if they don't, these immigrants do not know the language.
But we're not talking about immigrants. We're going back to the same thing. We're not talking about immigrants.
Yes, we are.
The immigrants
then why are they trying to deport them?
No, we're not trying to deport immigrants. I'm an immigrant. I'm a first-generation immigrant. I'm not a third or a second. I'm a first-generation immigrant. Immigration is good for the country, but we have to protect our people. We have to protect our legal immigrants and our citizens first. Let's not make the same mistake Rome did, England or Europe or Spain, where our ancestors came from. When the illegals
they should
came
all be
in,
allowed here. All those
How?
immigrants, because they contribute so
Yes.
much to the government.
We should allow all the
to
immigrants, but
to
not the
society.
illegals.
Yeah.
not
Legally,
illegals.
that's what we're
We
saying.
Jump in here, Luis.
Come on,
I
guys.
see you holding back there. Come on.
93,000 kids came across the border from Central America. How did they come across? On trains going 60 miles an hour. Would you put your child on a train going 60 miles an hour? On the roof?
I think it's kind of like absurd to just rely on that, right? I think looking
Would
at
you do it?
the realization that
No.
they're
You're not answering my
escaping
question.
death
Would
in
you
their home
do it?
country. It's
Isn't
either
that
you take a
dangerous?
risk.
No,
You take
no,
a
I
risk
wouldn't.
because
Take a
risk.
a
There's
lot
a
of,
really
for a
big
lot of
risk.
these children, if
They're
they were
with
to
a lot
stay
of bad
home, they would have
people
been
that they're
murdered
traveling
anyway.
with.
That's like the
Most
then
of
let's
the
help
kids
them.
didn't even make it here. We don't even know how many kids did not make it here.
That's right.
That's how dangerous it was.
Well, it
that
would have been
journey.
the same had they stayed in their home country.
How do you know
Like
that?
that's
You
how
don't know.
If they're
volatile
staying
it
in
is.
their home country,
Then
then
let's help the home countries, not the governments. Let's help the people.
I know it's hard because there is a lot of corruption. I've been to Honduras. I understand that. But there's only so much we can do. We have to take care of our people first and protect our
Well, a
country.
lot of people do anything from around the world to come to the U.S. because of the opportunities that's given here.
But
So
let's
we
do it
have.
legally.
And there's a lot of
Let's
pool
do
of
it
money
legally.
that
Let's-
is being
we need to
spent.
test these people.
For example, immigration
on.
detention.
Well,
It's one of the biggest expenses that the U.S. government has, and it's totally unnecessary in many, many situations. Many immigrants who are low flight risks are being detained unnecessarily for 60 months or more,
No,
and it's
they're not.
costing the
No, they're
country
not.
one-
No, they're not.
1.8
Let me put it this way:
million.
9 out of 10 people that were supposed to go to court, that when we had that big rush, which we're still having across the border on a monthly basis, they never showed up for court.
No.
They weren't
90%,
detained,
90% didn't show
and we
up
had
for it.
gangs coming across.
Yep.
We don't need any more gangs, especially here in California. We don't need any more gangs.
Well,
It's
they don't
interesting
just-
to hear the sides you're on. You're calling for more help to countries, I think, and citizens outside of the U.S.
Yes.
And it sounds like you're fighting against that. What an interesting place to put yourselves. What do you say, Hector?
Well, I say that we should allow these kids get some kind of resource and become fully legal citizens. Because
How about their parents? So,
Yeah,
so
that's
you're
next.
12, 13,
and
14,
the family,
15.
everybody, they should be
You're
they should
13,
become
14.
citizens.
So all of
And what are you
Honduras
gonna
is
do
because
with
they
those
already
kids?
contribute so much.
Where are we going to put them?
Yeah.
The kids, well, there's churches who are willing to take those kids and take care of them.
Let me tell you a
Southern
story.
Boys
I mean,
Peter
there's a
Pan
lot of
program in the
nonprofit
1960s with
organizations
Cuba.
who-
You talk to those Peter Pan kids today that are my age, they wish their parents had kept them. And they came on Pan Am 707s, went to churches, went to very wealthy families, and still those kids today said
It's
that they
probably
would have
because
stayed.
they're
They
separated
would've
from their
stayed.
families. They
And
probably
these are
want their
lawyers.
mom and
Well,
dad
well,
come
and
And
back
if it's
They're
the
here.
issue of where
kids,
you're
but
going to
these
keep
kids
them
are-
all, I
these
mean,
kids
U.S.
are
birth
also-
rates are down like tremendous rates.
Oh, so that means we could bring everyone in the world here.
Well, I mean,
we should
you,
do
you don't
house
want
them,
to you don't
take
want to
care-
have a
who pays for that?
situation
Wait a
where
minute.
Japan
Why
or
is not-
Germany,
why-
We pay for them.
the
Taxpayers
population
They
is
pay
represented
too.
by
They
subjects.
pay
You
for
need
it.
immigrants
Totally
in
have
this
it.
country.
We're not.
You need
Illegal
immigrants in this
Luis
country.
made an interesting point about the aging of our population. I don't think everyone heard that. Go on.
Yeah, people, I mean, the population is growing. We have a huge baby boomer generation. Who's going to provide for that? Like, our current population is not meant, and it can't, there's a higher number of baby boomers than there are non-baby boomers, right? And immigrants are only helping contribute to that social security net to help alleviate the future
So why is your
generations.
party
Immigrants
pro-abortion?
don't
I
get,
mean, you know, you guys can't have both sides of the coin. You guys are pro-abortion, but now you want more kids in here.
Yeah, but we're
So
going to
what
stick
is
with
it?
immigration today.
I know,
Thank you,
I know,
John.
but what I'm trying to say
That's
is-
a topic for another day.
It is, but let's
You're
you know,
mixing
you can't say that you want illegal, because let me tell you something. It's not only kids coming across. We have a lot of old people coming across that are using our facilities, are using our hospital, are using our medical costs.
Yep.
What do you say about those people that have never worked a day in their lives in America, yet we're giving them welfare checks every month?
I think we're trying to like get into different conversations.
No, we're talking
here,
about
I
illegal
think, with
immigration.
abortions.
I
and-
think we
Well,
need
forget
to
about the
make
abortion
sure-
thing. We've dropped that.
I think we need to create
Well, they're
differences.
trying to gather
in
families
workers-
together because, I mean, if you separate the families, then those kids are going to end up delinquent. They're going to end up in
You're
some
right.
kind
Well,
of
but
gang.
then you wanna
so
bring 'em in.
we should have one together.
So
You
let's
know?
send them back to their countries and let's help their parents develop businesses in their country. Let us, because you know what?
That's
We're never
not
going to solve
realistic,
the,
though. Like
we
all
are
the
never
people that
going
are
to solve the
here
problem.
already established, sending people back. People have been here for more than 10 years.
93,000 came across the border this last year.
Okay, but even then, like
93,000 came. So we're going to let another 93,000 come?
Yeah, how do you control it? When do you
immigration is
stop it?
going to happen regardless whether you like it or
Should
not.
we not slow it down,
no,
though? That's,
I
what,
don't
that's
want-
what I don't
And it's
Whoa,
understand.
whoa,
slowing
whoa.
down.
I
My
want
migration is
immigration.
down as well.
I want
That's
immigration.
fine.
I want to know who's coming into the country.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that if Mel is sitting on a bus, that she's not going to have someone with tuberculosis sitting next to her, then she's going to catch it. Because you know what? If she's got, not that she does, but if she's got cancer or an immune deficiency, she's dead. Is
And
that
that's been
fair
coming
to our
across the
kids?
border. You know, those, God bless those children, and we all feel for them. But they have brought, a lot of them measles, chickenpox, TB, scabies. It's dangerous for our own children.
Let's help the people in their countries.
Where is the facts for that?
Oh,
Where is
that's
that?
absolutely
God,
true.
we-
I
Children.
mean, that's
That's
just
what
that's
it's
just what the
about.
media
If you come
portrays
from a
about
third world country, you don't have the health care that you
immigrants.
have
I work
here.
in
It makes
hospitals.
sense.
They
I
portray
work in
that.
hospitals.
big
And I work in a
Zero.
hospital too,
And
and I
there's
don't
no
see
way
that.
that
I
you
don't
should
see that.
invest
I don't
You
see a
don't
bunch
see
of
TB
TB
immigrants
immigrants
coming
coming
in.
in.
To these children,
No,
which they're
no,
not
no.
You
getting.
don't
They're all
see-
being
I don't
sent
know what
to
hospital you
immigration
work in,
detention.
but
I
let me
work
tell
at
you
They're
LA
not
County
getting the
University
proper
Hospital.
health
Now, let me
care
tell you
access.
something.
They're not getting the
Those
proper
immigrants
health
that
Okay,
come
John,
in.
let's hear from you. We're not quite hearing everybody. Go on. This is an interesting point about the medical concern.
All I'm telling you is that I have a medical concern because a lot of those kids are not allowed in schools without being tested to see if they got TB or anything else. So we're putting our own kids at risk.
Yes.
I am not against immigration. I think immigration is good for the country and is necessary at all levels. But let's do it legally. Let's find out what. Listen, when I came to this country at 2 years old, we had to take x-rays, blood work, urine. We had to do everything. My parents did. When my father spent 10 years in a concentration camp in Cuba, when he came to the United States, he had to be tested for everything. We need to find out who's coming in, especially not so much from Central and South America,
Well, like
but
I
all the
said,
people that are
that's
coming
just
in
what
from
the media
Africa and
portrays
stuff.
when they try to get rid of certain group of people.
Oh, okay.
That's
No, we're not getting rid of
What's
it.
that?
We're going to have to
Right
get
here,
more
guys.
facts on this
Oh,
later.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, you had the last word here. All right, we'll be right back in a moment.
Cause nothing ever gonna make this world better if we don't start believing that love really, really, really is the answer. Everybody join hands cause it's time now. Spread the love all over the world. Spread it all over the world.
Welcome back to Eye on You. We are debating illegal immigration. And for this segment, we have two young people that's going to be giving us their input. On the right today, we have Christopher Foster. Christopher, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm
How old
in,
are you?
Oh, I'm 14 years old.
Are you 14? Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, it's 14 years old. And what grade are you in?
I'm in 7th grade,
And that is high school. That is high school or junior high?
junior high.
Junior high school. Okay. And anything else?
I'm in public school, and my favorite classes are probably history and science.
Because you told me in the last, because you did a pilot show with us, you told me you wanted to be a politician and an entertainer. And what did I tell you? I think it's the same thing. Welcome, Christopher. All right, on the left today we have Nora Nindra. Nora,
Hi.
tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm 15 years old. I'm currently in 9th grade in the IB program. And I'd have to say my favorite classes would be math and science.
Okay, all right. And last time you told us IB program, and I asked you what that stood for, and you said?
IB stands for International Baccalaureate. Just like honors and AP classes, it's one of the higher programs of academics.
Okay, and so we decided that meant IB smart. Welcome, Nora. All right, Dr. Brown, take it away. It's all yours.
Oh, well, thank you. We're going to turn to Mayor Bennett and hear our question for the day, please.
What are the solutions to illegal immigration in America today?
Okay, and with that, we're going to start on our left, and we're going to hear from Ms. Nora.
Okay. So, if you think about it, America was founded by immigrants. America is rich because of immigrants. America has flourished because of immigrants. Immigrants make up America's economy. This is their superpower. Without immigrants, we would be nowhere. Immigrants, for us, should be a blessing, not a thing where we should be rejecting them. You're saying that illegal immigrants coming should be rejected. Now think about it. How would you feel if you were in that position? Would you want to be rejected? Would you want people talking to you and saying you do not want them in this area? We have the resources. We have the capability. We can help them. Since we have these, we should, because they're just like us.
Well, let's hear from you, Chris, on the right.
Well, the only real solution is to cut off our borders, and stop it all now before it gets too out of hand, like it is starting. And we need to close down our borders, and we need to get law enforcement and border patrol all into this. Even if it starts as we start getting rid of 100 immigrants a day, that's at least a start. And counting every day.
Well, we've got some brave and bright young people with us today. Nora, what do you have to say in response to Chris?
Well, you said illegal immigration is not okay. Well, fine. If you don't like it, then you should legal them. Make the immigration legal so it'll help us even. If you're, right now, we're paying for them more. Illegal immigration, that's giving us more taxes. However, if you legal it, it will give us more tax income and tax revenue, which will help us overall. Instead of rejecting them at the border, help them. Don't just say no, help them come into America and help them themselves. America is called the land of dreams. They are coming here for opportunity and freedom to be safe.
And your response on the right.
Yes, I do agree that they should come here legally and not illegally. Because, yes, this was founded by immigrants, but what did they do? They served hard work and they came here legally. Keyword, legally.
All right, we're all going to jump in the mix together here. Hector and Mel, you get to help out your young companions.
Yeah, exactly. No one's saying that we shouldn't have any kind of immigration at all and close the doors to all immigrants. No, but we say there has to be a process. Everyone has to follow it. The rule of law, same for everyone across the board, and we need it to be done legally, not illegally.
We should have a process, and we should make that process much faster for these immigrants, so that they can contribute more to society. I mean, even if they become citizens, they're actually going to contribute even more to the government resources, to the federal, state, and taxes.
Stop, Hector, though. Who do we let in? I mean, that's why he's saying control the borders. We have to watch our borders. We cannot house the whole world. We can't do that.
Yes, but they don't have the luxuries we do. They don't have the resources we do. We are capable of helping them. Why would you reject them at the border?
Helping whom, though? The
We're
whole
helping.
world?
We're helping the people. We are just like them. Would you want someone to say to you that you can't come on the border? No. They are just like us. They're just like us.
To the United States,
we're trying to say yes to immigrants. Yes to immigrants. But we aren't saying don't come in. No, we're saying come in legally, not illegally. That's the only thing we're saying.
then don't reject them at the border. Help them. Don't just say no
We
to them.
have been trying, but what are they
Anybody who
doing?
tries to come into
They're
the United
jumping on
States to receive
trains.
some kind of
Trains
help
going
or some
60
kind of
miles per hour.
resource in order
Children
to
on top.
help out the
No.
help
Yes,
our
because they have
economy.
nothing else to
They
do.
should receive
Nothing
some kind
else?
of resource.
Yes,
and
they do.
should
They
help
have the
them.
option of coming in
why?
legally.
Why should we got to help our own? 50
Well-
million Americans are in poverty. 47 million on food stamps.
So you're saying
83
they're not-
million unemployed. What?
So you're saying they're not our own? Aren't we all
No.
human beings too? We
Yes,
should
we
all
are.
help each
But the
other.
only
We
thing
can
we're trying to
try.
say,
Give money to charities that go overseas and do help
You're
people
breaking
wherever.
the
We can't have
American
everyone
dream,
here.
what
Everyone
we
wants
No,
represent here
we
in
are not
America.
breaking the American dream.
Because
The
if you don't
American
allow them to come into America, then that's not, what our values are. I mean,
When
our
they have
values
hard,
is to help
they're
out
going to have a
other
hard
co-
time
Yes,
finding
help
work,
out
correct?
other
There may
countries.
be a language barrier or whatever. So who's going to take care of them while they're looking for work or they're struggling, trying to take care of their families? Who pays for all that?
And Chris,
Well,
you started to say you support the American dream. How does that relate to that?
I totally support the American dream, but the American dream is work hard, and there is freedom in this nation, but you have to do, it takes hard work, and hard work is coming in legally, not illegally.
Noor, do you think it's realistic that we're going to be able to help a world full of immigrants as they arrive on our shores?
Yes, I think it's a great idea. We can try to help them. At least we're trying, not just saying no to them. Everyone has one life, one moment, and they all want opportunities. Coming to America is a great way to help them make their dreams come true. America is known for the land of dreams.
Yes, if you do it legally. Legally.
America is built upon immigration. We
Yes,
would be no
legally.
People had to take risks to come here to America. So
Risks take from throwing
Yes.
kids on trains that are going 60
Yes,
miles per
that's
hour.
the risk because
That's
they
a real
can't
big
they
risk.
can't make another
Oh, yes, they can.
opportunity
All they
in
gotta
their
do is just
country
let it
if
legally.
you take the
Try.
risk.
Legally.
I mean, to come here
That's
to
what we need
America.
to make them
That's
happen.
That's
You
what
can
makes
No,
say
we
no
are
to
trying to
them.
make it
Make
happen,
that
but no,
happen.
they are
But we
still
need to
trying
make
to.
that
Well,
happen.
we try. There are rules. There's immigration law. There's
Why
some
do you
steps to
want to
follow.
destroy something that's so great? I
Destroy
mean, there's
what?
so
Hector,
many
come
people
on
around
now.
the
You know
world
we're not
who come
saying
in.
that.
They take any type of risk to come to the United States and work hard. I mean, a lot of people
one's
think
doubting
they
their
work very hard. That's why
intentions.
they take all the jobs
Right.
that
Oh.
a lot of Americans don't want. They take all
But
the.
that's
the-
not necessarily true, though.
Oh, it is.
Oh, no,
It
no,
is
no, no,
very
no.
true.
Taking all the jobs that Americans don't want, that they won't do. I've listed
Well,
them before.
The
I've done a
mess-
lot of those jobs myself. Trust me.
Yes,
Well, you're just one person.
No, no, no. It's a lot of
Well,
actors here in
I can
LA.
guarantee
Noor's
you
trying
there's
to
a
get
lot
in,
more
guys.
people.
So
Listen.
the message they're trying to say, you're trying to tell them that they can't be with their loved ones. They can't do what they want.
No,
They're just
we
there.
never said that.
Then
We
what are
never
you trying
said
to
that.
say? You're saying
we were
bring-
trying to say, let's have you guys come in legally.
Then
Yes, we
help
would love to
them.
have you
Don't
guys.
just say it. Help them. Help
We
them
have
come
been
in
trying.
legally.
We have been trying, but what have they been doing? Putting children on trains, 60 miles per hour, and some of them die from doing this.
Are we helping them get here?
Yes,
How are we doing that?
because
Why should we help them come here illegally?
We are.
We have there's thousands people trying to get in here legally. They're on lists. They're paying countless amount of money. I know friends myself that had to go back to their own countries because they couldn't come here legally. And it's a shame. We should do something to fix the system, but we just can't take everyone in, that crosses over illegally and say, okay, you're okay though. It's okay for you to become citizens, but not these other people that have been doing it forever.
yes,
Going
it's
through the
a slap
process.
in the face for them to come in.
They
illegally.
should-
Let's
they
not
should keep
deny
coming.
everyone.
Okay, guys. I told you these youth have a lot to say.
Yes, they do.
But we need to go to break, so we'll be back in a moment.
Little voice came on the phone and said, Daddy, when you come home. He said the first thing that came to his mind,
I'm already there.
I'm already there. Take a look around. Oh, I'm already there.
Being there. Pass it on.
Welcome back to I and You. This is our final segment. And I think we want to hear from everybody, Dr. Brown. Go ahead
Yes.
and take it away.
Yeah, we'd like to hear from all of you on what do you see as the top solutions to resolving this illegal immigration issue. I'll start over here with Mel.
Okay, good. Yeah. Bottom line, if we don't secure our border, what are we doing? We have to know who's coming in this country. I mean, it's not only for the people that are coming here to work, okay? There's bad guys out there. There's terrorists. We got to know who's coming in here. and we have to keep a handle on it. All right, if we don't going forward, then we're going to have everyone rushing in here, and then what are we going to do? Take care of them all? We cannot support the world. That's all there is to it.
Well, we've got Border Patrol and John.
I think the number two issue that we need to do is those countries that are sending those people here in mass, we need to create American banks in these countries to help the citizens, not the governments. We've given too much money to the governments. We need to create a system where the bank systems comes in, and also we educate the people on businesses.
And let's hear from Chris.
Like I was saying, we are totally fine with immigrants in general, but it's just, instead of trying to come in illegally and just causing a bunch of problems, just come in legally.
How will we address the illegal immigrant issue on the left?
I think one of the solutions is all the illegals who are living here in the U.S., we should allow them to become citizens because they already contributed a lot to the American economy, even through the federal, state, and local government.
So a path to citizenship.
Yes, path.
And Luis?
And part of that, like an immigration reform package that includes E-Verify, so a process, taking into consideration some of the very the issues that the right raises and coming to a compromise.
And what is E-Verify quickly?
Yeah, so very quickly, it's a process that would make sure, discourage employers from hiring undocumented workers and set these restrictions forth for hiring the workforce. Yes.
And Noor?
Well, for number 3, America is called the land of dreams, opportunity, and freedom. This is called America for a reason. Therefore, we should let illegal immigrants come in.
All right.
Oh, wonderful. Before we close, we're going to go ahead and hear from Mayor Bennett. You've heard all of this information now. Wrap it up for us. What do you say?
Very quickly, young lady and young man, stellar. Just absolutely stellar performance by both of you. It gives us great faith in you. And they did come up with a couple of solutions. One side came up with, we need to enforce our borders, we need to enforce the laws on the book. The other side came up with, well, maybe we are being a little bit too generous and having a little bit too much outreach. So at the end of the day, they also brought up E-Verify, which was proposed 14 years ago by Congressman Calvert. It's been in place. It's to verify people's being legal or not being legal. I got to say, as these go on, we're going to learn more and more. But today's youth, and Eye on You, is showcasing what today's youth is all about.
Mayor Bennett, you have the last word. It's been Eye on You. I'm Tina Hunt, and we'll see you at on the next show. Thank you.
Nothing ever gonna make this world better if we don't start believing that love really, really, really is the answer. Everybody join hands, 'cause it's time now. Spread the love all over the world. Spread it all over the world.
No way. Hi. Hi. Shine, come on and let it shine. Hi.
I'm not what the girls here would call classically good looking. I spent most of my youth in the dreaded friend zone. That all changed when my folks got Charter TV. I discovered tons of chick flicks in HD and on demand and learned all the secrets to romancing the high school girl. Now in a school full of boys, I'm the man. I'm the man.
Get Charter TV starting at $29.99 per month. Charter, make way for more.
Little voice came on the phone and said, Daddy, when you come home. He said the first thing that came to his mind,
I'm already there.
I'm already there. Take a look around. Oh, I'm already there.
Being there. Pass it on.